Yo, so what's going on, Battlefielders? It is Pwn, and we're basically doing a drive-on continuation video of what happened, earlier today, a video I made, and I just want to kind of knock both videos out today so I never have to talk about it again. I want to just kind of get it out of mind, get back focused on my channel, having fun, teaching you guys, and doing all that good shit. And I just wanted to get this last video out there because I get asked all the time, Pwn, why do you hate so-and-so? What do you mean they cheat YouTube? So I'm going to tell you exactly what's happened in the past. And I'm going to wrap it up with a little bit of opinion as well as follow it up with a lot of facts. So, despite the fact that you may have favorites on YouTube, understand, I want you guys to force and build your own judgments and opinions on this. Because no matter how much you may like a commentator, it's not going to change the fact that some of this shit actually happened because you can't argue with facts. So, and I often portray myself like to be some, angel guy in the community. I'm an asshole, and I start a lot of drama. And I just think it's because, it could be partially jealousy. It could be a lot of things. I don't like the idea that a lot of us have to follow the rules and, get shit on by guys that could break the rules, not get punished, and benefit more from it. I understand everybody makes money doing this. I understand channels grow. They're more successful. And there are a lot better commentators than me out there. I have come to the realization that this is fact. I don't mind that. That's great. I love it. So when people say, oh, hey, you hate this guy, quit hating on White Boy. I don't hate White Boy. I like White Boy. I think he's a down-to-earth dude. I may not like the way that he handled his YouTube, but he's a cool fucking dude. And, when I get mad at other people, like Woody, for example, I dislike Woody for entirely different reasons. I have my own reasons, nothing that I, plan on, exposing into the public. We have our own issues. It's settled outside of it. So whenever I dislike another YouTube commentator, it's because of other shit, not how they handled their YouTuber. Yeah, it may be morally wrong, some of the shit these people have done. It may not be something that I would do, but I'm not going to hate somebody just because they made a couple fucked up, cheapy little decisions. I'm not like that. So I'm going to do my best to tell you exactly what went down, what has happened in this community, what I consider cheating. And just to let you know, just a heads up, this stuff really isn't happening anymore. So I don't know why it's popular, but a lot of people always ask, what do you mean by this? And I guess I've held a grudge because I don't like knowing that people have gone unpunished. I mean, we're told we can't do something, then people do it. And I don't know if it's the network's fault or what's going on, but a lot of people have gotten away with a lot of shit that we're not allowed to do. And I think it's just because they're making the other company so much more money that they'll just let them do whatever they want. I don't like the sense of these guys being untouchable, having no repercussions or any sort of issues with something they've done or manipulated. So basically, we're going to start off with the big one. You guys know about this about a year and a half ago, something like that. The big ones came in, and it was the giveaway. This is what really rattled our community. Giveaways. Now, I know a lot of you guys are Battlefield fans, may not know about this whole Call of Duty thing. I'm not going to mention names. I'm not going to be mean. I'm just going to point out what happened. Giveaways were basically the idea of people buying items, giving them away, and in turn, it came down to the people were trying to think that, oh, well, you know what? He's going to make a lot of money. He's going to give away a lot of stuff. Fair game. It's not really that easy, guys. The one thing that bothered me is people didn't understand what they were actually doing. I think that's what bothered me the most. People were worried about, well, people are getting free shit. He's making a lot of money. Let it be. And I guess that's one way to look at it. But the reason I didn't like it is because people were just being used. The fans were being used. He used his publicity. He used his, it wasn't just he, but they used their area and their current exposure to gain more. So they gain hundreds of thousands of subscribers by, doing giveaways and stuff. And what you guys don't know is for, every video they did, they were making like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 off of each one of those videos. So when it looks like, oh yeah, they spent $1,000 to give back to the community out of the greatness of their soul, and what a fucking amazing heart that guy has. That's not what it was. It was a distraction. It was to make more money, gain more publicity. And that's business. I mean, you could look at it maybe wrong. But again, look at the likelihood. You got 1 million people commenting on this video. Only one person's going to win. And they know this. And not to mention half the shit was probably not even given away anyways. But the major issue that a lot of people may not have been aware about, and there were actually supposed to be issues coming up with this, is what happened is when people did giveaways, and when you set the limitations as like, hey, I'm doing a giveaway, you got to like and favorite it to enter, you're setting it in an online lottery. That's where it falls into the jurisdiction of like some sort of lottery things, just what I was told by this lawyer guy or whatever. But it falls into the area where you're fixing, the odds to do something, and it turns into a lottery. And to run an online lottery, you need a license or some shit. So there was lots of things. So there was actually an illegal aspect of why giveaways were wrong on top of the possible moral issue. Now we'll move over to bumping videos. Bumping videos was something simple. I didn't care about it too much because it wasn't that big a deal, but it was a big a deal to a lot of people, and it was wrong, but I didn't think it was a big deal, if that makes any sense. And I guess it's just whoever wants to judge it as is. But bumping videos was the process of where somebody would come in and there was a way to rig your video and like anytime you wanted to actually bump it right up to the top of your sub box. So say you got like 10 guys. Say I went in there right now and I put up a video, you know, say I had a video up there 4 hours ago. I could go ahead, rig it so it pops up and it's #1 in your sub box right now. So that means some of the other guys that put in their hard effort to make their videos will no longer be in the sub box because they're getting pushed out by the 10 guys that are bumping. And they're bumping like every couple hours, so they're going to stay, you know, relevant. They're going to stay in the sub box, and the other guys that don't know how to do this, don't know about it, or maybe not even have the time to hop on every hour to keep bumping, gets put out. So that's hurting the other guys, and, you know, that's, in my mind, wrong. Why can't we all just upload the fucking video and let it go? So that was one of the other issues. Now, one that kind of, you know, there was the bumping, there was the giveaways, and the one that was really, really kind of wrong to me was the miscategorizing. And there's a major list of people that did this, and it went well unknown for a long time. But it was the idea of miscategorizing your videos to gain popularity, money, and views, and basically make it to the front page. Take, for example, you know, you're going to look at a category right now, nonprofits and activism, or pets and animals. What's the likelihood of a video getting over 100K in those categories? You know, the front page video is going to have like 60K or something, right? Now, think of how many views that people like Woody and Whiteboy get on every one of their videos. They break that quota every time. And if they false categorize it and they put it in pets and animals, guess what? That's going to be on the front page every day, which means more money, more views, more subs, more exposure. Now, you guys may be like, why is that wrong? Because you're actually knocking the people out of that category that deserve to be in that category. So when people ask me all the time why I dislike some of the stuff that people have done to manipulate their ways to get into it. I mean, and these guys, you know, especially during the giveaways, people gained hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Like, I'm not joking. I don't mind people earn money. I don't mind people earn more money or network or get promotions or anything like that. That's just fine. You're doing it the right way. I don't care if there's even little lame things. But when you're hurting other people or even possibly breaking laws, in my mind, that is wrong. So, you know, I just wanted to put that out there. You know, I don't hate any other commentator for what they do on YouTube. I may not think it's proper or right, and, you know, that's just what it is. But that's basically 3 of the major big ones that you guys may or may not have heard about. Some of you guys probably are like, that's old news, been knowing about it. But to the good part, that's already done and over with. But again, the harm has already been done. In my opinion, you know, if I was to go out and murder a guy right now, do my time, come out, and then start doing charity when I'm released from prison, that doesn't, you know, make up for the fact that I did something wrong. And I guess that's why I've always been so upset about it, and I've been a little bitch about it. But, you know, it's just something that's bothered me, and it's something that I felt strongly about, that I don't like, that a lot of people, not including, you know, including myself, that have worked their ass off just as much as those other guys, but they got the extra nudge by, you know, manipulating something. And I just don't think, you know, it's not fair. And, you know, that's the world, though. That's life as we know it. That's exactly how the world works, and there's nothing we could do to fix it. So this video was basically an information type video for you guys to know what's going on. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the commentary. It's the last time I'm ever going to speak on this shit. That's exactly why I dislike some of the stuff, and my opinions. Feel free to force your own down below. Like I said, there's no ill will. Half that shit's over with. A lot of the guys are doing better now. But again, once you get to the top, I mean, you don't need to do that shit anymore. So, you know, that's just where I stand. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the commentary. And like I said, I'm not going to focus on negativity and any of this shit anymore. I blocked every COD commentator. I'm tired of being a part of that community. If you guys want to support them, go for it. They're your idols. You love watching them. They make you laugh. I'm not telling you to stop doing that. But just understand that, you know, that stuff did happen. And it just may not mean anything to you. But, you know, it did to me. So I'm not expecting you guys to understand or even side with me. But that's just me telling you how I feel. So that's about it, guys. Sorry for the long-ass video. But anyways, have a nice night. Remember to rate the video. Peace up. Peace out, bitch. What the fuck is peace up?